You can see behind me the sign, Toys to Car. It's an exhibition. I'm at Seacon Square, and basically they've brought together, from my count, 21 classic cars, and they've had an exhibition selling toys, primarily toy cars, car related things. It's in the event space right at the end of the mall, which is a really nice laid out bohemian style event space that they've built during the COVID period up at the far end of the mall, which has always been pretty much a dead zone, not much going on up here. So they built this, they have lots of exhibitions here and quite a few with cars. Now we have this, and this is something very different. It's a pretty basic display, to be honest. There's not a lot of themed backdrops to it, but there's some interesting cars. So we start off here, we've got 4 COEs here from this collection of 16 COEs. These are all built different brands, but they all use Toyota V8 engines now, so they're all petrol engines, and they move pretty fast when they get out on the track at Chang Circuit. They move pretty quickly. Now this one here is completely different. It's not cab over, it's got hydraulic suspension, and it's got a diesel engine which has actually been taken out of a truck, and they kind of put it in and they built the thing around this big diesel engine out of a truck, and you can see it's jacked down to the ground. Now we talk about the TR7 because the TR7 is very rare. I only know of about 3 of them here. It's got a supercharged Toyota engine in, 2 litre. It's very rare to see a TR7 ever appear in public. And then we've got this Lotus Elite next to it, which is also incredibly rare. I only know of 2 here. This is the only one that actually comes out onto the road or onto the track even, because that's been out at Chang Circuit on the parade laps. Very rare to see a Lotus Elite here. And then we've got the Elan M100. They revived the Elan name. It's this one I've never seen before. It's in black, it's in beautiful condition. Now there are a few Elans here, 40 to 60, something around that, but they're pretty rare. You get 1 or 2 pop up at big classic car events, but they are very rare. Now we whiz over because we've got 3 English cars and a Citroën, a French car, DS21. This is a pretty rare car, but there is a small hardcore following for this style of car. This one's beautifully done, beautifully restored. I looked at it closely. Condition is fantastic, and this grey is very unusual to see on a Citroën, on a classic Citroën. So it's very nice. Now this Jaguar XK140, this is the only one in Thailand of this version. It's a very rare car, very beautiful. It belongs to Kumplum, one of the classic revival organisers. And then this MG Le Mans replica homage, it's just unreal. I really had the privilege of driving this at Chang Circuit a year and a half ago now. Just a fantastic experience to drive this car around an FIA grade 1 track, wide and fast. Just a beautiful experience. That was built by Kunuk, and now his partner Kumplum has got it. So the 3 cars here have gone between these 2, and this one on the end here, this Lotus 7, belongs to Kunuk. This car, obviously, it comes out on a lot of classic car events, so you see it quite often. So the final section, we've got a little bit of a mix of British and German cars. We've got 2 Beetles, 1 convertible, 1 fixed roof, and we've got a Thing, which is quite rare, but there is a small number of them here. And again, this one you'll know because it comes to classic events. It was out on Classic Revival. It was on the track parades, full of people really enjoying themselves with the car. Then finally at the end, we've got a Mini Clubman 1275 GT. Now I looked at this before close up. It just looks absolutely fantastic. It looks so original and so beautifully done. We've got a Land Rover, which is a conversion to upgrade it. Then we've got an XJ6, and we've got one of those beautifully classic styled Mercedes, a 220 right on the end, and that's the collection. Over on the other side actually, there's a Subaru, which is a very rare car, and I actually saw this at Classic Revival for the first time last month. Car beautifully restored, absolutely perfect, and I ended up taking a heck of a lot of pictures of this car because it just looked fantastic. And there's another Mini which has got it kitted up, looks really good as well. So that's it basically. It's a small exhibition, but it's very, very cool, very, very nice. They're packing up now. It's been on for a week, but I'm just so busy with work and with things going on that I haven't been able to get down to look at it.